Hey guys, Robbie here. Today we're going to be talking about 5 different tips to help you navigate Thanksgiving. Now, something I want to emphasize up front that I think it's always important to say, especially in these types of situations, I'm not telling anyone what to do. You can eat whatever you'd like, whatever you'd like. So if you are not looking to eat healthy for Thanksgiving, eat whatever you like. Cool, no harm, no foul. This video is intended for people who are looking for tools and tips to help them navigate that holiday and beyond. Why? Because Thanksgiving is essentially the start of the playoffs of healthy eating for the year, meaning it's the hardest time of the year to eat healthy because we as a society essentially make November 25th to December 25th into a gigantic food orgy slash bacchanal where any day someone brings some holiday cookies or cake or what have you, we see it as an excuse to eat it. So I'm going to provide some tips to help people navigate Thanksgiving in particular, since it's the start of this season. So you might not expect this as the first tip, but first tip is enjoy yourself. Why? Well, Thanksgiving is a legit special occasion. It's a national holiday. It involves family. It involves gratitude. It's not like someone is claiming some random Wednesday to have all these different things. It's a day off. It's a day to enjoy yourself. So you should feel free to enjoy yourself. Now we'll talk about how to limit that and structure that in just a second, but that's the general gist of the first tip, which is enjoy yourself. If there's something you really want to have, assuming there are no autoimmune conditions or chronic health conditions that might be worsened by having completely off-plan stuff, then have it. Okay, so tip number 2 is going to be that make sure that Thanksgiving is a special occasion for you. Now, this might be perplexing because you might be saying, well, Robbie, didn't you just say Thanksgiving is a special occasion? I said, yes, it definitely could be considered a special occasion, but whether it's a special occasion to you or not is a separate question. I've had lots of people who I've worked with where some view it as a special occasion for them, and some are like, I could care less. For them, Christmas is more important, or Easter, or Hanukkah, or whatever. You want to make sure it's important to you, because if it's not, then you want to save those off-plan food items for days that actually would be important for you. So even though you could legitimately consider Thanksgiving a special occasion, you want to make sure that Thanksgiving is a special occasion for you. Okay, point number 3. You want to make sure to have food items that are legitimately special to you, things that you really care about. So if it's something you don't really care about, it's not going to be worth it. So I'll give you an example for me from Thanksgiving. My dad, pretty much every Thanksgiving, would make a lot of delicious stuff, turkey, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, and whatnot. But he would also make chicken rice-a-roni, which I later came to find out has a lot of not so great ingredients. But you know what? It was something I really enjoyed, and for that particular day, it's something I wanted to have. Now on the flip side, pumpkin pie, for me personally, I just couldn't care less about pumpkin pie. Now for you, those might be reversed. And that's totally fine. You just have to find out what works best for you for that day, for that special occasion food item. You don't want to have something that's just there, or people are peer pressuring you to have. Have it because you enjoy it. Savor it. Make sure it's something that you enjoy. Rule or tip number 4 is going to be to make a time limit for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is not the day of Thanksgiving to December 25th. It is that particular day. And as I've said in many different videos, if everyone ate exactly what they wanted for the day of Thanksgiving and the day of Christmas, and they otherwise ate healthy for the holidays, there would be a lot fewer health issues. So limit it to that day. You could even limit it to the actual meal of Thanksgiving, or the meal of Thanksgiving and maybe, leftovers a couple hours later. But whatever it is, it's not Thursday plus Friday plus Saturday plus Sunday. It's the Thursday. Eat where you can eat, enjoy it, and then, move on. Okay, so that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is kind of the flip side of tip number 4, which is on those special occasion days like Thanksgiving where you're going to have what you want to have it. And then tip number 5 is, well, when it's not those days, get right back on it. When it's Friday, get right back on it. Guess what? Friday isn't Thanksgiving anymore. It's Black Friday, and if you want to channel those cravings into buying stuff, then I suppose that's something you can do, but that gets into a whole other topic. But Friday is no longer Thanksgiving, right? So enjoy yourself for Thanksgiving, and then get right back on it on Friday. Now, another thing that's just kind of an interesting note is that Thanksgiving is pretty easy as far as it goes in terms of healthy eating for most of it. There's turkey, there's Brussels sprouts, there's sweet potatoes. A lot of the food is healthy, so make sure you're loading up on healthy food as well. Not just the day of Thanksgiving, but then when you get off Thanksgiving, make sure you're loading up on nutritious food. Okay, so let's review. Number one, enjoy yourself on Thanksgiving. Number two, you want to make sure that Thanksgiving is a special occasion for you. If it's not, skip it. Number three, you want to make sure that it's a food that you really care about for Thanksgiving. Number four, put a time limit on Thanksgiving, either the day of or just that meal. And number five, get right back on the wagon after Thanksgiving is over. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.